Hi, Steve here. In the shadows of classified facilities across the United States, a profound military transformation is accelerating. On December 18th, just a few days ago, President Trump signed the National Defense Authorization Act, or the NDAA, for 2026, authorizing a record $901 billion in defense spending. The massive package funds a wide array of advanced technologies and operations, including artificial intelligence, directed energy weapons, biotechnology, space operations, cyber capabilities, electromagnetic warfare, psychological operations, and emerging areas like 5G integration and weather operations. While the bill includes provisions for aid to Ukraine and Israel, as well as measures addressing anti-Semitism and removing restrictions on central bank digital currencies, its deeper implications lie in the classified and emerging tech programs it supports. This is not merely about traditional military hardware. It's about reshaping warfare through cutting-edge innovation. Number one, AI, the brain of modern conflict. This massive defense spending bill bolsters test beds for AI systems and accelerates DARPA's advanced technology development. These investments build on initiatives creating AI that processes battlefield data in real time, predicts enemy actions, and commands autonomous systems. The bill's emphasis on AI integration ensures U.S. forces maintain a decisive edge in decision-making speed and accuracy. Directed energy, precision from light and energy. Funding for directed energy weapons continues to grow, with systems like high-energy lasers now operational on Navy ships and Army vehicles. These weapons can neutralize drones, missiles, and aircraft at the speed of light, at a fraction of the cost of traditional weapons. The funding provisions support scaling these technologies for broader deployment, including potential space-based applications, biotech, enhancing human capabilities. Biotechnology receives continued support through DARPA programs and military medical cooperation among Five Eyes allies. Efforts include brain-computer interfaces, performance-enhancing therapies, and rapid wound healing. The bill also advances a strategic infectious disease medical research plan, blending defense needs with health security. Space, dominating the ultimate high ground. Space operations are a priority, with authorizations for resilient satellite constellations, orbital platforms, and advanced sensors. The Space Force benefits from funding that strengthens tracking of threats in orbit and prepares for contested space environments. These capabilities ensure U.S. dominance in a domain increasingly vital to all military functions. Cyber and electromagnetic warfare, invisible front lines. This bill funds offensive and defensive cyber operations, electromagnetic warfare, and sensor-like electro-optical and infrared systems. GPS and related technologies are hardened against jamming, while cyber forces prepare to disrupt adversaries' networks preemptively. These investments make the U.S. resilient in the digital and electromagnetic battles that could decide conflicts before they escalate. Emerging frontiers, 5G, weather operations, and psychological operations. This funding includes provisions for 5G rollout in military contexts, enabling faster, more secure communications for command and control. It also authorizes weather operations, psychological operations, and related programs, areas that have drawn scrutiny and public debates over geoengineering and cloud seeding. In July of 2025, following the deadly Texas flooding, the Trump administration's EPA addressed concerns about weather modification, promising total transparency on geoengineering and contrails while dismissing large-scale manipulation as a myth. The agency released resources clarifying that no government programs intentionally alter weather on a broad scale, Though historical and localized practices like cloud seeding exist, this bill's inclusion of such provisions underscores the Pentagon's interest in environmental and informational domains. Global alliances, a web of strength. The bill strengthens ties through NATO research and development, military, medical cooperation with Five Eyes nations, and partnerships with Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Ukraine, and Taiwan. The United States-Israel Defense Industrial Base Working Group and United Nations collaboration highlight a networked approach to security. The price of power. This $901 billion investment, much of it in classified programs, fuels a revolution in warfare. Critics question the ethics of AI autonomy, biotech enhancements, and emerging operations like psychological and weather-related activities. Supporters argue it's essential to deter adversaries like China and Russia, who pursue similar advancements. The conclusion of all this? The silent revolution accelerates. With Trump's signature, the National Defense Authorization Act locks in funding for technologies that will define the future of conflict. But how will it be used? Most Americans will never see the full scope of these programs, but their impact could determine global power balances for generations. The hidden arsenal is no longer in development. It's being actively built, tested, and deployed. The world may not know the results yet, but the revolution is well underway. This is all part of what we see that we call the end times. Looking at the Bible and what the Bible tells us, it's very clear that we are in these last days. If you do not have a relationship with the living God, if you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, I leave a link in the description box below. Go down there, click on that link in the description box. It'll take you to a page with a simple prayer that will help you to pray a prayer to receive Christ into your heart and into your life. Think about it.